What's up? Hey, back here to do a week 1, day 2 recap real quick. This is not going to be very long. I'm going to get straight to the point, so I'm pretty tired. Just want to call it a day here. So we started off at 7:30 this morning. We reviewed yesterday's paperwork, all the legal stuff, the I-9s, blah, blah, blah. Changed anything that was missing, needed. Then we went straight into 90 minutes worth of hours of service explanation and a video. Tried to break that down a little bit, which the whole gist of it I got, but there are some detailed parts that are pretty confusing. But I'm sure, just like anything else, the more you do it, the more you get into it, you get out there doing it day in and day out, it'll come pretty easy. So I'm not worried about it, but as of right now, still kind of shaky, still kind of confusing. Took a 15-minute break, then we jumped into doing paper logbooks, which, you know, the industry has gone to a mandated electronic logs in every truck, which are tied into the engine, the truck's engine. So anytime you're moving, it knows it and it's logging it. So, but Millis wants us to learn how to do paper logs in the event that the Qualcomm does malfunction and go down. We still need to be able to prove that day's logs up to date, as well as the previous 7 days logs. So we're going to be doing this on top of, you know, the electronic stuff. So that's pretty easy. Spent about an hour and a half on that. Took another 20-minute break. Then we went into trip planning. You know, got our atlases out, the Motor Carrier's Guide, the Rand McNally Motor Carrier's Guide, which is this one. I got the laminated one, which I highly recommend. It's a little bit more expensive, but I highly recommend it. Case in point, when we were studying this evening doing homework, one of my classmates spilled a cup of water, went all over my book. I'm like, it's alright, it's laminated. So it didn't hurt it whatsoever. Just took a couple napkins, wiped it off, good to go. So highly recommend the you know, springing for the laminated sheets. So yeah, went over trip planning, reading maps, the steps to take to find out if, you know, where to find different places on the map using the directory in the back, learning how to find out if roads are restricted for trucks or not, where to look at in the book for that. Then they took us out to lunch. We were out for a little over an hour for that. They took us out to this Mexican buffet. It was really good, really good. Then we came back. It was about 1:15. We broke for lunch at 12. Came back at 1:15. Did some more trip planning. Went through some slides, PowerPoint, and that was about another 2 hours there. And then we did 30 minutes of slides on visual search, is what they called it. Basically, that's just look around you, use your mirrors, be constantly looking and planning ahead, you know, how far to look ahead, where the blind spots are, stuff like that. So anything having to do with visual. Then we jumped into 30 minutes of watched a video on turning. You know, how the off-tracking tandem wheels of the trailer take a different route than the truck tires, which is pretty common sense. I already knew most of this stuff coming in, but I know why they have to do it, liability reasons, but didn't really learn anything there. and then that took us to about 10 after 4, and then he assigned us some more homework, which is very, very, very simple. I think I said in the other video, if you have your permit, 90% of these questions were already on that material, on that test, so you should be able to blow through it. And then we also got a homework of a trip planning. So we started here in Cartersville, Georgia, and then somebody, it was randomly picked, a no-name city out in Nevada. So that was our homework, part of our homework, to find the best route from here, Cartersville, Georgia, to it was McGill, Nevada, is where we had to plan that trip. So it was pretty easy. The reason I'm so tired is I caught on to the trip planning pretty quick, and as soon as we got back to the hotel here, I started helping one guy. He was really having some trouble grasping the concept of what to do next, how to find stuff in the atlas. So I spent, gosh, man, 3 hours between doing the other homework and helping him with the map and trip planning. Then another guy needed help, so spent another hour going through the same, helping him, well, guiding him as to what to do next and to do that. So I'm pretty mentally shot, but it's good, having a good time. We have one more day in the classroom. I'm not 100% sure what stuff we're going over tomorrow, but Thursday, which will be our 4th day in training, we'll start getting in the trucks. So looking forward to that. Everybody's looking forward to that. We're tired of sitting in the classroom, to be honest with you. We're ready to get out there and start learning the nitty-gritty in the truck. So that's it. Like every other one, if you have any questions, comment below, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Like, subscribe, and get them notifications.